Once upon a time, in a great and prosperous kingdom, there lived a powerful king who ruled his land with strength and intelligence. His kingdom was peaceful, his people were happy, and his court was filled with scholars, generals, and advisors. Among all of them, there was one minister who was known throughout the kingdom for his extraordinary wisdom. He had a solution for every problem, an answer for every question, and a calm mind in every difficult situation. The king trusted him more than anyone else. Whenever the kingdom faced danger, confusion, or an important decision, the king would always ask this minister for advice. And every time, the minister's guidance proved to be right. But as often happens, when one person receives respect and trust, others become jealous. The other courtiers in the royal court secretly envied the minister. They could not accept that the king valued him above everyone else. They waited for an opportunity to bring him down. One day, during a gathering in the royal court, the king looked at the minister and said in a serious tone, "You are truly wise and intelligent. Your knowledge has helped this kingdom many times. But I must say something honestly. Your son is completely foolish. He has no understanding or intelligence at all." The whole court became silent for a moment. Then whispers spread, and some people began smiling secretly. The minister was shocked and deeply hurt. However, he remained respectful and asked politely, "Your Majesty, may I ask why you think my son is foolish?" The king replied calmly, "Every morning when I go to the marketplace to meet the people of the kingdom, your son stands there. I show him 2 coins, one made of gold and one made of silver. I ask him which one is more valuable and tell him to choose. Every single day, he chooses the silver coin. Everyone laughs at him. Even a small child knows gold is more valuable, yet your son repeatedly chooses silver." Hearing this, the entire court burst into laughter. Some mocked the minister openly. The minister felt ashamed and heartbroken. Without saying anything further, he bowed to the king and returned home immediately. When he reached home, he called his son and asked seriously, "My son, tell me honestly, which metal is more valuable, gold or silver?" The boy answered confidently and without hesitation, "Gold is more valuable, father." The minister was confused and asked, "If you know that gold is more valuable, then why do you choose silver every day in front of the king? Because of your actions, people laugh at you. Today, the whole royal court mocked me." The boy remained calm. Instead of answering immediately, he gently held his father's hand and said, "Father, please come with me. I want to show you something." He took his father to his room and opened a large wooden box hidden under his bed. The minister looked inside and was shocked. The box was filled with hundreds of silver coins. He asked in surprise, "My son, where did you get all these coins?" The boy smiled and said, "Father, these are the coins the king gives me every day." Then he explained patiently, "Every morning the king calls me and places 2 coins before me, one gold and one silver. He tells me to choose the more valuable one. If I take the gold coin once, the game will end. He will realize that I understand the difference and he will stop giving me coins. But when I choose the silver coin, he laughs and continues the game the next day. Because I act foolish, I receive a silver coin every single day." The minister listened carefully. The boy continued, "Father, one gold coin is valuable, but daily silver coins over time become far more valuable. Why should I lose a long-term benefit for a short-term reward? The king enjoys thinking that I am foolish, and because of that, he keeps rewarding me." He paused and added gently, "Sometimes, father, appearing foolish in front of others is the wisest choice." Hearing this, the minister stood in silence.
his eyes filled with pride and realization. He finally understood that his son was not foolish at all. He possessed deep wisdom and patience. True intelligence is not always loud. True wisdom is not always recognized by the crowd. From that day on, whenever people in the court laughed at his son or called him foolish, the minister simply smiled and said nothing.
Because he now understood something they did not. Some time later, the king also came to know about the boy's reasoning. Instead of feeling angry, he was impressed. He realized that the boy understood long-term thinking better than many adults in his court. The king smiled and said, "The one who understands patience and strategy is never a fool." In life, not everyone who appears foolish truly is. Some people work quietly and achieve great results without showing off. Others talk loudly but achieve little. If you know your actions are right, it does not matter if people misunderstand you. The world often calls those it does not understand foolish or crazy. So be patient, think long-term, stay humble, and keep moving forward in life.